My brother's oldest child and only son just died. He just turned 21, died on his in his birthday month.
And I also called you when you told me that to let you know I had a $700 electric bill and your son needed to go to summer school so that he could graduate on time. So I don't care about your brother's son. You don't care about your own son. Why would I care about your brother's son? Keep it 100. Keep it 100.
So during this time, she sends a list of text messages saying that it's nice to know that we care about the dead more than the living.
Yeah, let the dead bury the dead. I said it and I mean it.
Now, are these the text messages that you submitted to the court?
Yes.
Can you read them to me?
All right.
And I mean every last one of them.
We are sure happy to know your sorry, trifling family cares more about the dead than the living. And I will never forgive you, monsters. You will get exactly what you evil people deserve. I ain't downplaying.
I'm not.
You trying to make me lose my youth because you're a deadbeat. I'm ready to smash you, monsters. Your family does not care about us because we're too black-skinned. You have to be a big, fat, yellow hoe to get love
and I mean it.
And care.
And that's the truth.
Ms. Nazarene, those words were pretty harsh.
And I meant every one of them.
Weren't they in reference to them burying a young person? Did you say 21 years old?
No, they were
the
not
first
in
grandchild.
No,
yes.
They were not in what they were in response to. I had talked to him a week before that. I talked to him, and he told me that he was going to help me get my son in summer school, which my son has not been able to take summer school, and help me pay some bills.
But see, what I'm hearing from you, Miss Nazarene, and look, take this from me because I mean it earnestly. If you want this man to be involved in his kid's life, you've got to sometimes, at least sometimes, present yourself as a person that somebody would want to be around.
Okay,
I mean, you're a beautiful lady, and no, I'm keeping it real with you. There is no way you can send a text message about somebody burying someone that's a child.
What the message was about.
You accuse them of caring more about a dead child than a living child.
They care about all of those children because they're light-skinned.
That wasn't a necessary comparison.
Okay,
listen. That wasn't a necessary comparison. And let me tell you something really real. You stooping too low because you're not a dumb lady.
Oh, I know.
You are hurt. What I'm saying to you is you are now stooping to the lowest of low because what you really are is hurt. And I'm trying to tell you right now, the court is trying to tell you right now that it's okay to just say, that hurt me. If they needed to bury this child, well, fine, then you deal with him on the level of your children on a different day. But you gotta be a big enough woman to let the family do that.
Okay, and I did.
Mr. Rami, you know you got 2 kids out here in this world, but you know you need to be helping to support them, and you should have been helping to support them.
And as I've said over and over again,
you do.
She took my children to Georgia.
Let me have another if somebody let me talk, they might learn something. What I also get from you, though, is part of what you said today is true. Ms. Nazarene is difficult.
And I have every right to be dealing with a deadbeat who abandoned me with 1 baby and a 7-month in the womb.
Did I ask you to let me finish?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. She's difficult. But I'm a mother, and I'm going to tell you right now, I don't want to see the day that the father of my child tries to come up short for my baby. It's not going to happen. If there's anything that's going to infuriate a mother, it's for somebody to give a mediocre effort when it comes to their kids. You got to respect that. So her frustration and her hurt is that you can stand there looking as handsome and as smart as you can be and say, I never promised her anything. I'm a writer.
So what happens after he gets these results back? He comes to you and tells you he did it?
No, Your Honor. I was at work at the time. He actually texted me and told me that the DNA test came back and that the twins were not his. At the time, I didn't respond automatically because, like I said, I was at work. So he ended up getting very upset and ended up posting it all over social media and telling everybody. He posted all over social media and told everybody that the DNA test came back and that the kids were not his.
Did you also post, Mr. Morris, that you didn't do the test properly?
No.
I know you didn't. All right, so now you got it all over social media that these aren't my babies. I've done a DNA test and these aren't my babies, and you lying. That's basically what he's saying.
Yes, Your Honor.
When I called and said the results, I got a response that was like she knew. She had just said, when I said, I got a test done on the twins, they are not mine. And her response was, oh.
Oh!
Your Honor, on my defense, I was at work at the time. I wasn't able to respond the way that I wanted to respond.
When I got the O, you knew.
Right.
But
Yeah,
that's no reason to put it on Facebook, though, Your Honor.
No, that is no reason to put it.
At the time, I was more so hurt than.
You were being a drama king.
Yeah.
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 Because that's dramatic. Because the truth is, that's not just about you or her, that's about the babies. So this whole thing blows up, you leave and don't come back for almost 18 months.
Yes, ma'am.
What makes you get back in touch with Miss Thorpe?
I honestly was asking around about how they was doing or what they was looking like. Family members and friends started to say, "You sure they're not yours?" And I had got sent a picture of my youngest daughter now, and it was side by side with London. I feel like they look just alike. They the same age.
Oh, you had two women pregnant at the same time?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, you on team too much all the way around. What kind of relationship do you have with the twins now?
Great.
They call you daddy?
No.
They're 4.
They call me Uncle Twan.
Uncle Twan.
Yes.
Boy, you about crazy. You just got too much going on. You done gone through all this only for the children and now call you Uncle Twan?
I didn't tell them to.
Oh, you told him to, Miss Thorpe?
No, Your Honor. They just developed that because he's been around since day one. So with him being around so much, they asked was Twan their dad, but I told them no.
This is a mess. This is the mess. You know what? It started off messy. The middle was messy. The end is messy. You all should be ashamed. These babies 4 years old sitting up. Really? To be 4 years old and have to sit up and ask 2 grown adults, is somebody my daddy? Babies got more sense than the mama and the daddy. Why, Miss Thorpe, would you look at these 2 girls and you say you know for certain Mr. Morris is their biological father? Why would you tell them no?
Because we wasn't for sure at the time. I didn't want
So
to
you
tell
aren't
anyone's
sure.
father.
You aren't sure.
I mean, at the time, I didn't feel like I was sure, so I didn't want to have them call. And then he wasn't even around.
So wait a minute, who else could be their dad?
The other guy that I was talking
So you really don't know if he's the dad or not?
I feel like he is.
Oh, Lord. A feeling, a feeling, a feeling. We're not talking about feelings. We're talking about facts. Do you know for certain if Mr. Morris is your twins' biological father? Yes or no? Do you know for certain?
No, Your Honor.
There. You all just been circling around this doubt, circling around this dysfunction, circling around all of this confusion. Trying to raise these babies? What's that little game you play when you're little? What's that one where the music play and you just be running around? Musical chairs.
Musical chairs.
That's what it feels like. Like you all just running around and then when the music stops, y'all just jump to a conclusion at work. Just jump down on it and sit down on that for a while. Then the music play and you all just get back running around again. One of them might be calling their daddy Uncle Twan. Is it your position, Mr. Hammond, that both women were aware that you were sleeping with them at the same exact time and they were comfortable with that?
Kiera wasn't
Keep
aware.
it 100, as you would say.
100. Kiera was aware. wasn't aware, she was.
I was aware?
You feel me?
Okay.
So what you're saying is Miss James bought into the arrangement.
Right.
So Miss James, is that your...
Actually, when he told me he was gonna get money from her, I said, go ahead, I'm not gonna give you my money. You need to find a job or something. I'm not gonna take care of a grown man. Right. And she could do it, I'm not gonna do it.
But you were still having sex with him?
We were. He
And
was
so
always at my house.
He was always at your house?
Yeah, he was.
So right before Nyjah was conceived, you all weren't in a real relationship.
No.
But you were having sex.
Right, at that time, she got pregnant in March. So,
Who did?
she has a baby by him already. I got pregnant in August, she got pregnant in March.
You were both pregnant at the same time.
Right.
While this young woman was pregnant with your child,
Right, and I
you
just
were
found
still
out.
having sex with Miss James.
Yeah, of course. That's what I said. Well, we all know that because they're, you know, kind of close. So that's why I say, of course, because it's close. But what I'm saying is, you know, let's get back on topic. She called me and told me that she was pregnant, right? I found out from someone else, and then we met and talked about it. That's when she said, you know, she don't want nothing to do with it. Or she don't want me, you know what I'm saying, in her baby's life because I wasn't the father. That's what she told me.
That's a lie. Actually, we met, I was at work and we had met and sat down and he was telling me how he's so sorry that he did it or whatever. He shouldn't have got her pregnant. This is the truth. And he was just telling me like he messed up and he's like, I have a plan or something, I guess to take, I don't know.
Hold on 1 second.
Right.
Stop whispering things over to your girlfriend. Let's stay on topic.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, we on it.
Okay. Let's be on topic. Let's be on topic.
Right.
Cause see, I know the plot of distraction.
Right.
Don't distract her from hearing the testimony that Miss James is gonna tell about what you were talking about to her when she was already pregnant and the way you was lying back and forth so that you could keep having sex with 2 women and then get 2 women pregnant potentially at the same time. So let's stay on that topic.
Right.
Okay.